Who you got?
So is there a situation where the Steelers get knocked out, or they're locked in to the
Steelers are a
playoffs?
lock. Yeah, Steelers are a lock. Hey, welcome into TKC Picks of the Week. I'm Justin. I'm sitting here with Josiah. Say what's up, man.
What's up, man?
Yeah. All right, cool. So we're recording this. Maybe the last time we do over the interwebs for a little bit. So just so you know, that's Josiah. We got this little thing. Oh, what's going on that screen? Why is that up? Here, hold on. Let's pull up Discord. Why is it doing that? Oh, silly Justin. There you go.
That's fine.
Look at that. Look at that. Now I fixed it. Look, I'm a genius. Look at me. I've got this little thing I can tap, and I can change screens between us, and then Josiah, and then me, and then back to us. Yeah, I'm gonna stop being distracted. So we just went through our picks from last week, and both Josiah and Dionte went 10-6. And going into last week, I had a 1-game lead on Dionte. Okay, 1-game lead. It was, I mean, I don't what did I say it was? It was something weird, but
So
yeah,
then now you have a 3-game lead now.
yeah, I have a 3-game lead.
Okay,
So
cool.
yeah, man. We'll see.
I mean, his picks were not crazy.
No,
So
his picks
yeah,
weren't crazy.
I don't know.
So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I think there's a lot of obvious picks for him. I'm actually there's one pick that is absolutely insane, and it's number 7. If you look at it,
I see it. I see it now.
Absolutely insane. Everything else I think is pretty much either obvious or a toss up. Like game number 16 of the week is going to be probably game of the year, in my opinion, is what this is going to turn out to be. But yeah, man, let's just get started. So
Yeah, we'll jump into it.
oh wait, so I told you guys that they went 10-6. I went 12-2 or 12-4, baby. So I've got a 3-game lead on Dionte for the final week of the season. So I could be mean and just pick all the same games he does. I could. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my picks, and I'm going to let you say Deonte's picks. I'm not even looking at my phone. I only saw 2 picks that were stood out and were obvious. So let's kind of get started. So this week, look at this. I got all the games right here. Game 1 of the week.
Yeah, this looks pretty sick.
So just so you know, Josiah, it reads top left to top right and then goes by rows underneath it in the order of the games.
Okay.
So first game of the week is on Saturday. Saturday games. No Thursday game this week. Saturday at I'm sorry, it goes top left to bottom left. I apologize. Top left, bottom left.
Oh, so it goes down.
Then next column, next column, next column. I apologize.
Okay.
I did that on purpose, actually. So first game of the week, Saturday at 3:30 on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Plus. Baltimore is favored by 17.5 points. You got the Browns at the Ravens. Baltimore put a smackdown on the Texans last week.
They did.
They only allowed 2 points.
They almost shut them out. They shut them out offensively.
Yeah,
like the offense.
The defense for the Ravens absolutely smacked the Texans in the mouth. And Derrick Henry did get tackled in the end zone for safety. So
yeah,
that's a thing.
Yep. So because of that, I'm picking the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm picking the Ravens. I honestly, I don't think it's. I think the Browns beat the spread though. I don't think it's going to be a 17.5 point game. I think it's going to be one of those Jameis Winston things. Oh, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Jameis. It's going to be a Jameis Winston thing where he comes in and like does something crazy. So, yeah, I've got the Ravens.
Yeah, that's what Dionte had as well.
Okay, cool. I think that's pretty obvious. Next game is also on Saturday. It's at 7 p.m. on ESPN. It is Cincinnati at the Steelers. Cincinnati is favored by 1.5. Who you got?
So is there a situation where the Steelers get knocked out, or they're locked in to the
Steelers are a
playoffs?
lock. Yeah, Steelers are a lock. It's
Okay.
there's a couple things that can happen, right? So if Baltimore wins, they get the 1 seed in the AFC East, or I'm sorry, AFC North. Um, if Baltimore loses and Pittsburgh wins, Pittsburgh gets the number 1 seed in the AFC North. So they could. I mean, it's a difference between essentially the 5th seed or the 3 seed. So it's a difference between playing at home or playing on the road.
Okay.
But I've got the Steelers winning this game, even though Cincinnati's favorited, just because I don't like the Bengals. Although, yeah, man. So here's the thing: I don't care if the Bengals get into the playoffs. I really don't,
Yeah, we
because
need to dispel that right now.
we
That
we
is not
talked
a
about it yesterday a little bit. But I would love for the Bengals to get into the playoffs and go on the road and play the Bills or play the Ravens. Okay, it would wind up being the Bills, I think. But going in and like giving them a chance to beat the Bills, I would much rather play the Bengals than the Bills. Bengals are way easier to beat than the Bills. Okay,
yeah.
they're like one-dimensional right now. Now, although Chase Brown has had a great year with running the ball, and he's only played like 10 games, and he's got like 1,000 yards. So, I mean, he's doing a really good job. But we have the best run defense in the league. We have the number 1 overall scoring defense in the league. Yeah, we're not putting up 30-plus a game, but we only need to put up 20-plus a game when your team's only allowing 18 points. So, I really don't care. I think the Steelers win this game, though. At home, it's their last home game of the year. I think they're going out with a bang. They've lost 3 in a row. They need to win one.
That's what Dionte thinks as well.
The Steelers.
He's picking the
Gotcha.
Steelers. I'm picking the Bengals. I think it's
Okay.
a situation where the Bengals win and then Miami wins and the Broncos win, and they
Well,
just
so
they did everything they could, but
yeah, so the other 2
they're
teams
still
did
out.
everything that's hilarious.
Yeah. I think it's going to be something like that. I think it's
Now
like Joe Burrow has a game and then he
now
just still can't make the
Miami
playoffs.
Miami, so say Denver loses and the Bengals win, if Miami wins, the Bengals are out. Miami holds a
Yeah.
better conference record than the Bengals. So which we'll talk about Miami here in a minute.
We will.
Yeah, so you got the Bengals, we got the Steelers. Next game we got is the Panthers at the Falcons. Atlanta's favored by 8. What do you think?
Um,
So Michael
I'm
Penix
looking
took
at all
over at
over.
quarterback for Kirk Cousins. Kirky's out. Michael Penix is in.
Yep.
So
I think it's going to be. You go first. That's what we've been doing.
yeah. Well, I mean it's going to be the Falcons. Like
Yeah, this isn't.
don't get me wrong, Bryce Young. I mean he's looked good over the last few weeks, but they can't win.
Yeah.
Their team just
No,
can't
they
win.
can't.
Michael
They can't.
Penix has looked fantastic. Like they put up what, like
They
40
played the
points.
Commanders.
They put up
And
like
they
40 points or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. I've got it right in front of me. So last week the Falcon, or 24 points last week with Michael Penix, but still, like, it came down to overtime.
Yeah.
So
And it's not going to be. Yeah. The Panthers are not the Commanders, so
right,
we all think Dionte thinks it's going to be the Falcons.
yeah,
It's going to be the Falcons.
it's gonna be Falcons.
And speaking
sure.
of the Commanders, we love them so much that they're playing the Cowboys twice this week.
Wait, what? Oh, did I? Oh man, I messed that up. I seriously messed that up. All right, hold on. I can fix this on
Oh,
the
man.
fly. I can fix this on the fly. You're gonna think this is crazy. Hold on. Watch this. Let's pull it up.
I mean, we all know what Deontay's picking.
Yeah, obviously.
So we almost don't even need to.
I mean, Deontay's.
Everyone knows at this point.
Yeah,
He's not
So-
even a Chiefs fan anymore.
not even the Chiefs fan anymore.
He's a Jaden Daniels fan.
He is a Jaden Daniels fan.
He's not
Like
even a
that's
Commanders
his,
fan. He's
no.
just a Jaden Daniels fan,
Here we
and
go.
that's okay. It's all right. You got to
Dun,
have an
dun,
NFC team
dun,
whenever we're in the
dun.
AFC,
Right. So
unless we meet the Super Bowl.
we're gonna jump here real quick.
How's
And
everyone
then,
doing?
I mean, I
We
don't
doing
know.
we doing well?
How is everyone doing?
For the people watching the recording later, we are live.
Yeah, we are live. We are live.
So
Chat them up, Josiah, while I fix this real quick, and then.
yeah, it's New Year.
It is a new
Playoffs are
year.
just around the corner.
They are just around the corner.
Man, those picks are gonna be crazy. Like we'll have you and Deonte's regular season record,
Uh-huh.
and then playoff season record. Maybe we have to do a bracket.
Right. I mean, maybe.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we could do a bracket for sure.
I feel like we almost have to.
Right.
Like
so
this week, do a
I
good
know it's
bracket.
not perfect, but here you go. It's
Look,
fixed.
I think
Hey, we're
I
fixing
think,
on the fly, baby. We're fixing on the
that
fly.
was pretty good.
And it doesn't look
It's pretty good.
Honestly, it looks like
It looks pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad. All right, cool.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, everybody's picking Washington. I
Yeah.
can't believe Washington's only favored by 4.5 here. But you know, the Cowboys have surprised some people, except for last week against the Eagles.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
They got mollywopped by a backup quarterback. So, anyways, all right. We're all picking Washington on that one.
Yep.
Next, we've got the Bears traveling to Green Bay on Sunday. I think it's pretty obvious, right?
Yep, it is. I mean,
Hey,
the
Green
Packers
Bay.
almost beat the Vikings. It was a very close game, the Vikings could be the number 1 seed. Like they could go in and beat the
Right.
Lions, and so they
Right.
put up a great game against them. And this is hardly even a football team that they're playing this week.
Gosh,
So
they've lost 10 games in a row, man.
yeah,
They've lost 10 games in a row. They started off the season 4-2, and they've lost 10 straight.
it's crazy. It's a meltdown.
Not a good football team.
Yeah.
So yeah, Green Bay all the way.
It's gonna be Green Bay.
Yep.
And Dionte, yep, he had that.
Yep. Green Bay.
Shocker.
Sweet.
I know it's a shocker.
Yo, so this next one I am a little surprised on, but I think it's because Tennessee has a lock for the 4 seed, so they'll probably be resting people. But you got Tennessee. I'm so sorry.
The Texans. Yeah.
Texans have a lock for the 4 seed, so they'll be resting people. You got the Texans at the Titans. Gosh, I hate the AFC South. I hate the names.
Yeah.
You got the Texans at the Titans. Who you got?
Man, I don't know. I mean, the Texans are extremely demoralized, and it was against a great team, so it's not like it's going to be necessarily the same. But I think I'm going with the Texans. I picked the Titans last week, and they did not win. So,
man, I kind of, you know what? Just for giggles, I'm gonna pick the Titans here. I'm gonna pick the Titans. I've picked every game the same as Dionte so far. I'm gonna pick the Titans. I'm sure Deonte's picking the Texans.
He picked the Texans.
Yep, that's the obvious pick. This next one, though, is a it's a toss up. It says it's not a toss up, but for me, it's a toss up.
Who's the quarterback right now for the Jaguars?
Flacco. Oh wait,
that's right.
For the Jaguars, not Flacco. I'm sorry, I thought you meant for the Colts. Jaguars quarterback is that
Oh, it is the Colts. That's right.
Roster. Mac Jones is for the Jaguars.
Okay.
Mac Jones. So
I'm picking the Colts.
Yeah, I'm also gonna pick the Colts here.
He picked the Colts.
Yeah, so it could be a toss up. The Colts are officially out of the playoffs. They're not really playing for anything other than pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna pick the I'm picking the Colts for sure. Next game is Buffalo at the Patriots. Now, okay, so Buffalo is a lock on the 2 seed, right? So what are they going to do? They're probably going to rest some people. So they're going to visit New England at 3-13. So I'm still picking the Bills here because the Patriots are just a. Now I will say the Patriots almost beat them 2 weeks ago.
They did.
They almost beat them in Week 16 with all starters. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for picking the Bills, but I'm still picking the Bills here.
I'm picking the Patriots.
Okay.
For that reason, for the fact that
because
they almost beat them, and they're resting people.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and Dionte picked. Yeah, he picked the Patriots as well.
So we got 2 games. 2 games different.
Yep. There's got to be at least 3.
My goal is to end up with 4 games different on the week. See what happens. See what happens.
And you don't know what Dionte's going to pick. So this is okay.
So next game is New York.
Except for you know what Dionte's going to pick for this one.
I mean, yeah, he's going to pick Philly. Now, I mean, let's talk a little bit because last week the Giants went in and smacked the Colts in the mouth, scoring 45 points. 45 points. Drew Lock came in 309 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. He had a 155 passer rating and a 97.5 QBR. That's insane. Drew Lock didn't do that with the Broncos. And here he's doing it. Malik Neighbors had 171 yards and 2 tutties. So, I mean, but
they're not playing the Colts.
No, they're not playing the Colts. They're playing the Eagles. Right? Eagles are locked at the 2 seed. Okay? They're probably resting people. They're on a backup quarterback.
So the Vikings game, it's not a fight between who's going to be number 1 and number 2. It's a fight between who's going to be number 1 and number 3.
5.
Number 5. That's
right.
You gotta think because
each
it's
division leader gets 1 through 4, and then so it's you either are number 1 seed or you're number 5 seed. For that game. But I'm actually picking the Giants to win this game. In Philadelphia. Well, Philly has a lock. They're going to be resting people, right? The Giants want to play like let's ruin the end of their season. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the Giants here.
I'm picking Philadelphia.
Picking Philly. Okay.
Yep. And
Dionte
picked the Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 3 games difference. Okay. Next game we got the Saints at the Buccaneers. I mean, I think we all should be going Tampa Bay here. Yeah. There's no shot that New Orleans wins this game. Tampa Bay is playing for seeding in the I think it's going to be the difference between the 3 and 4, right?
Yeah.
So they're playing for seeding, so they're going to be playing people. So, yeah, I've got the Buccaneers here. I'm assuming you probably have the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I have the Buccaneers.
Yeah, what's Dionte got?
He has the Bucks.
Yep, cool. All right, next game.
This next one is you hate to see this. However, I know why, and it shouldn't bother me.
The fact that we're okay. I get Denver's a playoff team, but just because it's in Denver, and the Chiefs are resting starters, we're still going to play the majority of our defense, right?
Yeah,
the majority of our defense is going to play, and I'm sorry. In my opinion, we probably have the best backup quarterback in the NFL. I mean, realistically, probably could be starting for like half the teams in the NFL. You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams that Carson Wentz can be starting for. I think I think Carson Wentz is going to go for like 250 and 3 tutties in this game. It is also said that Chris Oladokun might make an appearance in the fourth quarter of this game, get him some live game reps. He has not played a snap in the regular season yet. So he's our third string quarterback. It looks like he might be getting some reps this coming week as well. So, yeah, man, Denver, I want to beat Denver just so the Bengals fans can't complain saying that, oh, you rested your starters so we couldn't get in the playoffs. No, I want to beat Denver just to prove. So I'm picking the Chiefs here.
Yep. I'm picking the Chiefs as well.
Yeah. Dionte better not have picked the Broncos.
Ooh, he's a Commanders fan, so we won't know. No, he picked the Chiefs.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just yeah, he's a Commanders fan, so he picked the Chiefs. I mean,
yep.
Hey, both Native American references, you know. Here we go.
That's true.
All right, so next game is the Chargers at the Raiders.
This one isn't. I mean,
so they're playing technically for seeding, I think. No, I think they're a lock at the 5. No, they're not a lock at the 5 because they're tied with the Steelers on record. The Chargers are. So they're playing for the 5 seed. So they're not going to be resting anybody.
I mean, the Chargers have been playing very well.
They've been playing good. They've been
playing good, and it seems like Harbaugh has had a measurable impact on it, the mindset going into the playoffs. And I think that they're just not. It doesn't seem like now that they're rolling, they're gonna all of a sudden just turn over, like just roll over.
Right.
So I think it's gonna be the Chargers.
I actually have the Chargers here as well.
Okay, he has the Chargers as well.
All right. So next game, divisional game. 9-7 Seahawks are going to the I think it's 10-6 Rams is what this game is. Yeah, man. So this is I believe this is for first place in the division. So unless the Rams, let me see if the Rams have already clinched their division.
So I mean,
Rams have clinched their division. So, but Seattle's actually eliminated. They cannot get in the playoffs.
Yeah, because they fumbled the ball at the end of their season.
They did. They literally fumbled it at the end of the season.
Like, they beat the Bears 6-3.
Yeah.
And we've already established they're not even a football team.
No.
So, this seems like
Seattle
an easy
is
pick.
favored by 5.5 because the Rams will be resting their starters. Even though there's a chance. So if they lose and Tampa Bay wins, Tampa Bay would have a better conference record. So Tampa Bay would actually take over the 3 seed. But Sean McVay has already said that they're resting the starters for the Rams. So, I mean, they've dealt with injuries all year long. You know, Puka and Kupp have both been injured. Matt Stafford's been injured. The running back room hasn't been great. Their defense hasn't been. You rest your starters. That's fine. You're going to the playoffs. You're going to be the 3 or the 4 seed. You're guaranteed at least one home game. You know, so is what it is. We'll see.
Theoretically, if you get the 4 seed at the worst, your first game should be theoretically a little bit easier.
The 4 seed? So 4 seed.
No, never mind.
3 seed would be easier.
Never
technically.
mind. 3 seed would be easier.
Yeah, because
3 seed would be easier.
3 you're playing 6, right?
Yeah,
4 you're playing 5. So I've got the Rams here though. I still got the Rams.
Yeah, I do too. And Dionte does as well.
Yeah, Dionte does as well. Okay. So we still only have 3 games different, but I think I know. I think we're going to pick differently on the last 2 games. So
okay.
Which on the last two games I will have you read off on Dionte. But first we'll go Miami and Jets. Who we got?
The Dolphins are fighting for something, and the Jets don't scare anybody. Right. They don't even scare the Bears.
Right. I mean, so think of this scenario. Chiefs win, Miami wins, Miami's in the playoffs. And no matter what the Bengals do, Bengals are out. So I've actually got Miami here. They're playing. I mean, you talk like 8 weeks ago, no chance I picked the Dolphins to make the playoffs. No chance. No shot. So I'm actually picking the Dolphins to win this game. So, yeah. I'm assuming Dionte probably has the Dolphins as well.
Yep, he picked the Dolphins.
Yeah, dude, the Jets just look like a dumpster fire.
Yeah, it's
Jets are a dumpster fire. What are you gonna do?
It's just sad.
What are you gonna do?
It's just sad.
What are you gonna do? All right. Next thing we got is San Francisco at Arizona. The 49ers taking on the Cardinals. Cardinals are favored by 4. Who you got?
This one's hard.
All right. I'm having you read off yours and Dionte's first. Because I think I'm going to pick differently from you.
San Francisco, if you the first half of last week's game, they had the Lions.
Yep.
And then in Kyle Shanahan fashion, in a way only Kyle Shanahan can do, he blew it.
Yeah.
He had the lead, and then he blew it.
Yeah.
That's like the Shanahan special, the Shanahan the Younger special.
Right.
So, I mean, but the Cardinals aren't the Lions.
Uh-huh.
So Dionte picked the 49ers last week to beat the Lions.
Yeah.
But this week, he has the Cardinals beat. He's picking the Cardinals.
Yeah. Before I knew that, I was actually going to pick the San Francisco 49ers anyways. So this just solidifies. Yeah, I'm picking the Niners, man. Picking the Niners.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the 49ers. Just solely because of the way that they played against the Lions.
Right.
But
they just have to put 4 quarters of that.
Close out games.
They got to put 4 quarters of that together. Though, you know what I mean?
It's just crazy.
They've got to.
I mean, it's
Yep. All right.
But maybe they do it this week.
Maybe they do it this week. Yeah. All right. So
I'm actually rooting for them now that they're not in the playoffs.
Yeah. I'm not rooting for them. I'm just saying they're going to win the game. All right. Next game, the final game of the 2024 NFL season.
This is crazy.
Is the Vikings and the Lions. Vikings in Detroit. Detroit is favored by 2.5. Nobody's resting here. What's at stake is the number 1 seed, a bye week, and not being the 5 seed. So you're either going to be number 1 or you're going to be number 5. This game has so many implications on it. So many implications on it. So what do you? Detroit is 5-0 in the division. Minnesota is 4-1. They're 1 loss. Detroit. What are you looking at right now?
I'm looking at the Vikings schedule.
And
I'm looking at the Lions schedule. Whenever the Lions played Detroit, it was 31-29. It was a loss for the Vikings.
Yep. Close game.
The Lions have had a couple games this season. I haven't been following the Vikings nearly as close as I should have.
Right.
But the Lions have had a few games where they've just had a horrible first half, but then they just come out and dominate in the second half.
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, like, Green Bay played them close, though.
Yep.
Like,
man, they did.
Man, I want to pick the Vikings.
You're picking the Vikings.
I'm picking the Vikings.
Okay.
Because I think both teams have so much to play for, but yeah, that's what I'm picking. Do you want me to read Dionte's?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead with Dionte's.
He's picking the Vikings.
He is picking the Vikings. Holy stink. I was going to pick the Lions anyways. I think Dirty Dan Campbell and the Detroit City Mafia, that's not what they're called, Detroit City Motor Oils, those guys are going to run right through the Vikings.
They're going to run right through them.
Yeah, so at one point, Detroit had 13 defensive players on IR. Think about that. And they're still 14-2. I'm picking the Lions to just absolutely gobsmack the Vikings in the mouth.
Okay.
Right? You think the Vikings are pillagers? Wait till you see the Lions maul them.
All right. So do you guys have 5 games different?
This is 5
games.
This is Oh, did I say is this 5 games?
What did you pick? What did you pick for the 49ers again?
I picked the Niners. He picked the Cardinals. So this is 5 games.
So that's 5.
This is 5 games. All right.
You're giving him a shot.
Dionte has a shot. But I'm sorry, like the Bills losing to man, like that's a tough one. He also picked I picked the Titans, he picked the Texans, cool. And then I picked the Giants, which is probably the craziest pick I have, is the Giants over the Eagles.
Yes, so, I would agree with that.
But I mean, hey.
But it could happen.
Hey man. It could happen. You've seen the Angels in the outfield. It could happen. So yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So I mean, guys, this is the end of the regular season. These are the last 16 games of the 2024 regular season before playoffs are here. They're here, baby. And I'm excited. I'm excited too. Next week, we're going to just recap the game for the Chiefs. And then we're going to talk playoff scenarios because Chiefs don't play. Chiefs don't play the following week.
No, so we just get to watch the chaos unfold. Now, I mean, obviously, the one team that has beat us this season, that one we're gonna be watching a little bit closer.
Yeah.
And I mean the Ravens too. Like the Ravens are they're dangerous as well.
The Ravens are looking good.
We've smacked them.
Yeah.
Like we've whenever it seems like they're gonna beat us, they just haven't been able to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the Bills have.
It's the Chiefs effect, right? It's the Chiefs effect. When people play the Chiefs, it's like they forget what they're doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, man.
Okay.
All right. Those are our picks. Stakes on the line for me and Dionte.
Stakes on the line, baby. So we'll see what happens. And, yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's TKC Picks of the Week.